something better to do. Again. Well, you missed a good one. Sure, it's a shame you missed it, but I guess there must have been something good on the TV. I know how you like to watch the wrestling program. Wonder if they'll have a TV in hell. Ansel Kincaid's boy, Tiny, was over here mowing my grass and told me about Junior's business going belly up. When will that boy yours learn? And speaking of heartache, my own worthless son don't seem to be the least bit interested in finding another job. Ever since he got laid off at the sewage plant, he's fallen in with a real bad crowd. Well, that's about all the news for now. One of you, and I'm not gonna say who, Bud, needs to get right with the Lord, and I'm just the lady for the job. We're gonna spend the whole day in prayer, discussing scripture, and singing hymns till we wear you down. Like it says in 2 Peter 3:8, one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years. Your sister, Marguerite. Well, Bud, what you think about that? Bud, are you feeling all right? Jesus is mine. You're not getting out of it that easy. Born in his spirit, washed in his blood.
Good God, Mama.
What was that? Was that blasphemy? Did I just hear the Lord's name taken in vain?
No, you didn't. What do you want?
Hey, your mother called up her lazy, good-for-nothing son just to see how he's doing.
Well, why don't you ask me how I'm doing so I can go back to sleep?
Your Uncle Bud passed this morning. Stroke. No surprise, he's been hanging on by a thread for years.
Well, I'm real sorry to hear that.
You know what I'm sorry to hear? Your Uncle Bud didn't belong to any church whatsoever. Always scorned and mocked the doings of good Christian people. You know what that means, don't you?
Don't say it, Mama.
Roasting on the end of a pitchfork even as we speak.
Mama, it's
crying out in eternity.
Mama.
Flesh torn by demons.
How's Aunt Raynell? Aunt Raynell, the widow? Yeah, how's she doing?
How do you think she's doing? Her husband just dropped dead at the breakfast table. Awful. She's doing awful. That's why we got to get over there and offer her comfort and Christian counsel.
What do you mean we? Can't Ray Bud and them come and get you?
No, they can't. They got too much to do. Besides, I'd die of shame if they knew my only son wouldn't drive me over to see my only brother's grieving widow. Oh!
What time do you want to go?
Now! Bud's not going to keep long in this heat.
Bye-bye, Mama. I love you too.
Okay, Merlin. Now, hey, either Ray Bud or I will be down later this evening to pick up those brochures and... Well, that sure is sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, we were thinking about holding the visitation in the visitor center tomorrow night starting about 7, and we can, well, I didn't know there was an extra charge for that, so we... Well, okay. All right, now the funeral's going to be held at 11, and then we're going to head out to the cemetery around 12, and I'm assuming Ray Bud's mother and sister are going to want to ride in the hearse with the body, and they can... right. Well, I just assumed that they can... I see. Okay, well, you know what? What if one of us drove it? You know that Ray Bud's a real good driver, and he could... Right. Right, your insurance and all. Okay.
Tell her to strap him on top of the Impala.
No, really, honey, that was just the TV.
Oh.
Ray Bud, turn that TV down. I'm trying to make your daddy's funeral arrangements in here. Now, Marlene, listen, I've got to get going, honey. Ray Bud hadn't even had his breakfast yet, and I'll come down later this evening. We can figure out the rest of the details then, okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, all right, thank you, Merlin.
What the hell are you thanking her for?
Now, Reba.
And what I don't understand is, what's my daddy doing down at Depew's anyway? The Turpins have always gone to the Patters.
You know, I thought that was strange too, but Depew was what your mama wanted, so.
Revenge, that's what it is, Lucille.
What are you talking about?
Cold-blooded revenge. After all these years, he's got me. He's got me by the throat.
Who's got you?
Cecil Depew. Don't you remember, back in 4th grade, Cecil peed his pants. P.U., here comes Depew. I started to follow him all the way through high school.
Ray, you've got to get a hold of yourself.
I should have seen it. I should have known it. I should have seen it coming. He's gonna nickel and dime me to death.
Reba! Now you have got to calm down, honey. Listen to me. Depew is your mama's choice, and we just have to respect it. Hey, I know how much you loved your dad. Well, I loved him too. He and your mama were always so sweet to me. You know, they never failed to send me a card after each and every one of my miscarriages. Daddy Bud would always write the same sweet message. Better luck next time.
I don't know how I'm gonna get through this, Lucille. I hate funerals. I hate everything about it.
Well, we are a family. Okay, we're all gonna stick together. And speaking of family, your Aunt Marguerite has volunteered to stay the night with your mama, and Junior, Suzanne, and the kids can stay here with us.
Face it, Lucille, he's an idiot, and I'm not having him in here. I'm not having Suzanne run her mouth, and I believe them children are demon-possessed.
They are good people, Reba. They've just had a string of tough luck lately.
Demon-possessed, Lucille, mark my words.
How is she gonna go on without Daddy Bud? I'll probably just fall to the floor in a big pool of tears. You know it's gonna be sad, sitting there thinking how your daddy died, knowing we had to sell everything we owned and move into that awful trailer just to pay off that big dream of yours. You know I loved him too, Junior. He was just like my own daddy, and I was the one who had to go crawl into him begging for the money to buy shoes for our children. But I did it. I humbled myself, and do you know why I did it, Junior? It can all be summed up to two little words. For love. I told you to quit kicking the back of my seat! Love, Junior. It's been the curse of my life. And now we have to face your family. All of them knowing, laughing at us. Whoever heard of a machine that cleans parking lots?
That'll do it, Suzanne.
You do that again! And I'm gonna have your daddy pull this car over and leave y'all out on the side of the road. How'd you feel about that? Just left you on the side of the road. Then what would you do without no mother and daddy to look after you? Starve. Starve to death. Go on and cry, you big babies.
Y'all know your mama loves you. She's just kidding.
Oh, we'll see who's kidding. I could have married your cousin, Teddy Wayne, and been the wife of a lawyer. But no. I had to follow my foolish heart and get married to a dreamer. A beautiful dreamer who goes out and wastes all our money on a big piece of machinery that cleans parking lots.
You're pushing it.
And of course it came to a big surprise to you when everyone just laughed in your face when you asked them if they wanted to get their parking lots cleaned.
I'm gonna kill us, Suzanne.
Don't make me laugh.
I'm gonna kill us. I'm gonna kill us.
Stop it.
I'm gonna kill us.
Stop it.
I'm gonna kill us.
Junior.
I'm gonna kill us.
Junior.
I'm gonna kill us. I'm gonna kill us. Shut up! You say one more word about parking lots, and I swear I'll kill you and me. You got that?
Tense. You are so tense. Don't worry, kids. Your daddy wasn't really gonna kill me. He was just kidding. You know your daddy and I love each other. And buddy, what have you got in your mouth? Spit that out. What have I told you about picking things up off the floor of this car? You know what filth it's got on it. Junior,
What?
do you know what this is?
No.
It's a woman's earring. Can I get you a little more coffee, Reverend Hooker?
No, Sister Turpin. I'm fine.
It must be a blessing to have your daughter living with you here at this time of bereavement.
Yes, it is. I believe you've met my daughter, Delightful.
Yes, I believe I have. How are you doing, Delightful?
Okay.
Well, she is a blessing.
Yes, she is. Our youngest, sort of a surprise late in life. She's precious to me.
I can see why. Well, sister, as you know, Brother Bud was not a regular member of the church. But I knew you'd want me to say a few words at the service, so I came here hoping you could tell me a little something about your late husband that I might be able to include in my remarks. Now, just in your own words, what kind of man was Brother Bud?
Well, he was mean.
Mean?
Mean as a snake.
I see.
And surly.
Surly?
Right surly.
Right, surly.
Yeah.
And how many years were you and Brother Bud married?
39 years.
39 years.
39 long ones, Reverend.
I see. Now, sister, I did not know Brother Bud well, but to me, he seemed a quiet man, a man with a strong sense of family and community.
That's because you didn't know him till he was old and sick. He was mean and right surly.
Sister. Sister, in my experience, it's best to remember the happier times.
You see, Reverend Hooker, after Ray, Bud, and Junior were born, I got interested in going back to services. Bud and I were both raised in the church, but we're young and had strayed somewhat from the shore. Well, I started going back pretty regularly with Bud's sister, Marguerite. Well, when I came home and announced that to Bud, he just about hit the ceiling. You've never heard such a stream of filthy language in your life. So I said to him, your mortal soul is in grave danger, buddy boy. And if you've got a brain to an acre, you'll go down there and get yourself saved before it's too late. Well, he wouldn't have none of it. So I said to him, if that's the way you feel about it, mister, I'm cutting you off.
I beg your pardon?
Not so much the warm handshake for 33 years, Reverend. Well, except for that one time.
Sister, I see. Well, it appears I have everything I need. I'll just be on my way.
I cannot believe you ran out of gas.
Well, I did.
I cannot believe it.
Believe it. Just believe it, all right?
Oh, you do these things to torture me, don't you?
Yeah, Mama. I siphoned out all that gas just so you and I could spend a little more time
You
together.
are a demon, Royce. I swear, the devil incarnate.
Look, just keep your drawers on, all right? Ray Bud will be over here as soon as he can, and believe me, he can't get over here soon enough to suit me. So let's just sit here and be quiet for a while.
So we're just gonna sit here?
Yup, that's the plan.
Jesus got the knob!
Well, that's all right, Mama, because Satan's got the car key.
Well, Mama, see anything there that strikes your fancy?
It's so hard to choose. What do you think, Junior?
Oh, well, I think we should go with the gentleman farmer.
You do?
Huh.
That's real pretty, isn't it, Ray?
Seems kind of pricey to me.
Well, maybe you're right.
No. I don't want y'all thinking that way. This is our one and only daddy. And we're gonna do things the right way. We're not gonna worry about money at a time like this. I mean, money was no object.
Ray, Bud, would you join me in the kitchen for just a minute?
No, I think I'd like to stay and hear what Junior has to say. Go on now. What were you saying?
I was just saying how Mama shouldn't have to worry about any of this. We'll take care of everything.
Hi, Suzanne. How are you feeling, honey? Oh, a little bit better, I guess. I'm sorry you're feeling so bad, Suzanne. Oh, no, Mama Ray. I'm the one who's sorry. You know I love Daddy Bud like he was my own father. And believe you me, I know what it's like to watch something you love shrivel up and die right in front of you. I just feel so bad about it.
Oh, come on, honey. Let's get you to bed. You'll feel better in no time.
Oh, I really doubt that, Junior. Oh, no. What was that? Did I drop something?
Yes, honey, I believe you dropped your earring.
Oh, no. This isn't my earring. I would never wear something so cheap and tawdry looking. It must be some other woman's earring. I'll hold on to it, though, because I'm sure it belongs to someone I know. And I'm sure if I think about it long enough, I'll remember where I've seen it.
Well, my vote's on the gentleman farmer.
Well, it's awful nice. What do you think, Ray? Can you afford it?
Do you want it, Mama?
Well,
Good. Fine. The done deal. The gentleman farmer it is. Now, can we move on to the headstone before we all drop dead?
I understand you have some thoughts on all that, Aunt Marguerite.
Yes, I do. I was thinking it'd be real nice if we put some scripture on the headstone.
Excuse me, hold on now. For the price of the stone, we get Daddy's name, date of birth, and date of departure. That's it. Anything else is extra.
How much?
Cecil says $2 a letter.
Well, that won't come to much.
It'll be a damn sight more than you're kicking in.
Well, what are you saying? That I won't pay my fair share? Is that what you're saying?
Well, who the hell's gonna pay for it? You? Delightful, it's gonna be me, you moron.
now, Ray, you hush.
Well, how much is it gonna be?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, brother. There you go. Have a look at that, buddy boy.
Well, Ray, I'm sorry. I'll pay you back as soon as I get on my feet.
Stop it! Royce, honey, would you come over here, please? I want you to do me a favor. In the morning, I want you to take this down to the pews and tell Cecil this is what I want on my husband's stone. It's 12 letters, and I figure this ought to cover it. And there's a little something in there for gas money. And Royce, this is just between you and me. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now, I want to go home.
Mean and surly.
You know, you don't have to apologize or anything about my eye and all. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I was also real sorry to hear about Lucille losing that last baby.
Thank you, Junior.
I guess she was tore up about it.
I wish she just quit trying. The last time was the absolute worst. She had lost him, and she didn't even know. Well, I was sort of sorry to hear about your business going under.
Yeah, thanks, Ray. Say, you ever wondered what it might have been like if you never married Lucille?
You mean you've been screwing around on Suzanne?
How'd you know?
You've been wearing long dangly earrings in your car, Junior?
Does Mama know?
Not yet.
I didn't plan it or anything. I was out in the Kmart parking lot giving him a free cleaning, sort of as a sample.
and there's this woman loading stuff into the back of her car. And she struck up a conversation. And you know, Ray, I felt proud. A real man, like Daddy was. I was in business. I was a businessman. I had control of my life.
Well, what happened?
Suzanne showed up.
Ugh.
And there she was, looking all hot and wilted with them kids hanging off of her,
Ugh.
screaming for a popsicle. And do you know what she wanted to talk about? The car payment, the house payment, her mother. And you know, Ray, all of a sudden, I had this real strong urge to run Suzanne over with the machine.
Well, I can understand that, Junior. So, what happened with the woman?
Well, I looked her up in the phone book, and one thing led to another.
Well, what now?
I don't know, Ray. I need to get me some money.
Well, we'll figure that out, but not tonight. Say, how about you bring that machine over here Sunday and give the driveway a nice polish?
Sure, Ray. Sunday be good.
Well, night, Junior.
Ray,
Yeah,
Daddy sure would be proud of you.
you too, Junior.
Well, bud, they got you painted up like a $2 whore. What? Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. And we're late. Let's see if we can get that air conditioning cranked up. Bud's melting like a candle down here.
Well, here we are. Why don't you sit down for a minute? I gotta park the car. I'll be back in a moment. Is there anything I can get you, sweetheart?
Can you give me back the last 12 years of my life, Junior? Can you give me back my youth, my hopes and dreams of marrying a loyal and faithful husband? Can you do that, Junior?
Well, no, but I could get you a Coke or something.
A Coke would be fine. Adulterer!
Suzanne. Hey! You kids come on out here. I told y'all to wait in the car. I'll be right back, baby.
Suzanne,
Aunt Marguerite,
you feeling better today?
I just couldn't let Daddy Bud down. Doesn't he look wonderful? So peaceful.
Looks a little painted up to me.
How is she gonna go on, Aunt Marguerite? That's what I want to know. How is she gonna go on?
It's gonna be sad. It's sad when a woman loses her husband. Oh, Suzanne, get a hold of yourself. You know, for what we're paying, it wouldn't have killed Merlene to run a little pledge across this thing.
Well, we're here. You want to take a seat for me?
No, let's get a look at him first.
What?
I just think he looks so nice. You know, you were so right about that blue suit. It makes him look so distinguished. Yes, it does.
Looks a little like Miss Kitty off of Gunsmoke to me.
No, I don't think so. I think he looks real nice. you think so, Suzanne? Well, what do you think, Delightful? It's fine. He looks fine.
What does he have on his feet?
Right, I meant to tell you about that. Well, Cecil called earlier this evening and said they had a little bit of a problem with the shoes we sent over.
Those were brand new shoes.
Yes, I know. Well, you know how Daddy Bud always had that arthritis so bad in his feet. Well, they're thinking that when he had his stroke, he sort of, well, he pointed his toes down and they just kind of stayed that way. And there was no way to get his feet in those shoes, so they just did the best they could.
Lucille, my daddy's wearing ballet shoes.
And I think they make him look real graceful.
I'm gonna kill Cecil. I'm gonna kill him.
Sorry, honey. Y'all seen Suzanne?
Lucille took her to the bathroom. I think she's gonna be a minute.
Well, hey, would you look at that, Ray? I mean, he looks dead, doesn't he?
Expect him to be singing and dancing, Junior?
Well, no, I just didn't expect him to look so damn dead. Ugh. Say, Ray, you don't look too good.
I can't move, Junior.
What do you mean you can't move?
Just get me out of here. I need some fresh air.
Don't be scared, Ray. I mean, it's just death.
Shut up, Junior. Say, when I'm feeling a little better, you want to help me do something?
Sure, Ray. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna beat the shit out of Cecil Depew.
So, honey, baby, people are asking about you. You're not gonna be in there all night, are you? Look, I didn't do what you're thinking I did. Well, I mean, I did it. I definitely did it. But it didn't do it for the reasons you're thinking I did it. Maybe I could just start over here for a minute. Honey, do you remember what it was like when we first started dating? What I remember most about that time is how I'd take you to Dairy Queen and I'd buy you grape slush. And then I'd take you home and we'd just talk about the future, the way things would be. I miss that. And I guess just sitting out in that parking lot, I sort of lost my head. Just forgot how much you and the kids mean to me. And I'm hoping you can find it in your heart to forgive me because you're my whole world and I love you. Thanks, Junior.
I love you too.
I just can't believe how many old friends I've seen here tonight. People I ain't seen since high school. I am just so sorry Teddy Wayne couldn't be here. You know he loves his Uncle Bud, but his law practice is just doing so well. Keeps him busy day and night. Feel like I hardly ever see him.
Well, that is a shame.
Suzanne, honey, since you're not doing anything, would you mind helping us with this? I'll tell you what's a shame. It's a shame it takes something as sad as this. Do you remember when Lucille was a part of my royal court when I was elected Yam Queen?
I do believe I remember that. Well, I think you were just about the prettiest yam queen we've ever had. Don't you think so, Suzanne? About as pretty as woman can be. Big pile of yams sitting on her head. Well, I just love the fact that we are all a family now and we can deal with this big loss all together.
Oh, it is so important for us to be kind and loving to each other at a time like this. So, Suzanne, how are things with you?
Well, Juanita, feels like my whole life is about to come to an end. All my hopes and dreams have died a slow and horrible death, and my whole world is built up on sand.
Gina, did you see what happened to my peach cobbler?
It must still be in the kitchen, honey.
Don't worry, sugar. I'll get it.
Delightful, you want to help me with this? She'll be damn queen today. She died. Now, don't pay no attention to her, honey. She just thinks she's happy. Now, it's looking nice in here. Well, I
goodness, she looks awful. Though she never was a
Well,
prize.
you know she always had that skin condition.
No, she
And
drinks.
her mother was insane.
But she never could dress.
Why does she wear all that?
All that makeup.
And she lifts her skirt up for anybody to do that.
That's a shame. Bless her heart.
Oh, love her. Well, I guess we better get started, huh?
Of course, you know, she picks up men in the Kmart parking lot.
Okay, now everybody, I noticed we've been a little bit shy about coming up to this food table. I know nobody wants to be first in line, but we got some real nice options up here. What do you have there, Juanita?
This one comes to us from Ovetta and Cletus Betty.
Oh.
Ovetta sends their condolences and says she discovered this recipe one day when a page fell out of her cookbook and she accidentally made half of one recipe and half of the other. She calls it macaroni ham loaf surprise with cheese. Oh, and it sure does look good.
Yes. Yes, it does. Bernice, have you picked some men in the Kmart parking lot? And next we've got this real nice... Bernice, Talbot picked some men in the Kmart parking lot! Suzanne, why don't we talk about this just a little bit later, honey?
My husband did it with that dog in the Kmart parking lot, and I can't stand it. Would you quit harping on that and get up? Bernice, tell me. These people don't care about what your husband did with Bernice Talbot. They never liked you before. You think this is gonna make them think less of you now? All right now, who wants the ham loaf?
Where is he?
We were in no rush. He probably had to make a call.
We're paying by the hour, Mama.
Go find him.
Sit tight. Hello, Juanita.
All right. Sorry I'm late.
It's fine. I'm still looking for the preacher.
My hair look okay.
Yes, it looks fine, Juanita. Where the hell is he?
Did you know that it was the Reverend and Mrs. Hooker's anniversary last night?
No, I didn't.
I just feel bad because we didn't send him a card or nothing.
What's your point?
My point is they decided that since it was a special occasion and all that they were going to go try out that new Mexican restaurant up in Timpson.
So?
So the Reverend is suffering from some intestinal difficulties this morning.
You have got to be kidding.
Do I look like I'm kidding you?
Go in there and get him out
You
here.
can't do that, Ray Buddy. He's the preacher, and I got a shake, and I just can't.
I'm sorry to keep everybody waiting. I had a real important phone call to make.
We're real glad you could join us, Reverend.
Thank you, sister. Before we begin, I'd like to thank our fine organist for maintaining the mood of our services while I was, unavoidably detained. Our thanks to Sister Merlene Depew.
You're not working out skating, Ray Merlane.
Well, shall we pray? Dear Heavenly Father.
Sorry, everybody. Y'all didn't bury me yet, did y'all?
No, and at this rate, we never will. Now sit down. We're in the middle of a prayer here.
Sorry.
Go on, Reverend.
Shall we bow our heads? Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you today with heavy hearts as we know with sadness the passing of our dearly departed Bud Turpin. Give peace to our hearts this day and help us see the promise of a better tomorrow. For what is yesterday but the tomorrow we thought we couldn't face? But with your help, we faced it just like we'll face today, tomorrow, and all our days to come till you call us home to be with you and our beloved Brother Bud. Amen.
I love you. Oh, don't believe him, Suzanne. He said the same thing to me.
What is it?
It's a grape slush.
get out of him. We're doing this come hell or high water. Take it away, Reverend.
Thank you, Ray. Now, I did not know Brother Bud well, but to me, he seemed a quiet man. A man who knew his own mind, kept his own counsel, and was at peace. Would you all excuse me for a moment?
Well, the Reverend seems to be having some issues.
We don't need no preacher. Ray, you get up there.
What?
You heard me. This is for us, Ray. We can take care of ourselves. We don't need anybody's help. Thank you, Emily. But this is a private service. Just family. Oh! Go on, Ray.
Well, I come here today to celebrate Bud. He was a man who said what he said, and he did what he did. And he thought what he thought.
Well, Daddy, I know you always worried about us and the kids, but you don't have to anymore, because we got a plan for the future.
Daddy Bud, in just a few short 9 months, we're gonna have a sweet little surprise. And if it's a boy, we can name him Bud. And if it's a girl, we can name her Buddy. But don't get your hopes up.
Well, Royce, when I go, just put me out in a pine box. Wouldn't want you spending a whole lot of money on me. Not that you'll have it.
Well, Mama, when the time does come, make sure you stick your feet out like Bud, so I can stick you in the ground with the pile driver.
You're a demon, Royce.
Runs in the family.
Oh.
Well, honey, you got anything you want to say to your daddy?
Bye.
Well, short and sweet. Let me have a minute alone here, honey. Well, Bud, I guess this about wraps it up. I'll miss you. Take care of yourself. And Bud,